How utterly horrendous. Claude is still investigating the Phantom Hive boy. And in his stead I have you five. A stupid tart who can't obey a simple order. 3 imbeciles who insist on whispering no matter what. And then you, a pathetic little human. No matter, I'm sure I'll find a way to make do with you. Come here. Not you this time, Hannah. The human. Clean this up. Goodness, you're even more pathetic than Hannah. Haven't you learned from her mistakes? A servant in this household must never look their master directly in the eye. It's quite rude. As punishment, perhaps I ought to make it a bit more difficult for you to look directly at me. Now, don't struggle. I wouldn't be so hard on you if I hadn't done this to Hannah already. You remember what happened, don't you? You remember exactly what I did to her. And if seeing her in pain doesn't teach you a lesson, I'm afraid this is the only other option. Hold still now, or it will hurt even more. Do forgive me, but I can't allow such behavior to go unpunished. It would set a bad example for the others now, wouldn't it? Are the 4 of you watching? You see what's happening, correct? Such a pity. Your eyes were quite lovely. Oh well, you still have one. Better make sure you don't lose that one as well. What was that vulgar noise you just made? All 4 of you. Out. Now. How dare you? You dare to mock me with that sound. Do you think this is funny? Does this amuse you? I don't think it's very funny. Apologize at once. That is not the apology I was looking for. Do you dare deny that you were mocking me with that vulgar sound that fell from your lips? Do you dare deny that you've done wrong? Well, perhaps I can make you see what happens when you try to lie to me and deny your wrongdoing. You did it again. I suppose I'll just have to hit you again to get the message across. Why do you keep making that sound? You really are pathetic, aren't you? I understand now. Goodness. And I didn't think it was possible for anyone to be more pathetic than Hannah. But you've proven me wrong, haven't you? You're enjoying this, aren't you? You take pleasure from the pain I inflict upon you. Tell me, how did it feel when I gouged out your eye? You poor excuse for a human. You probably enjoyed it, didn't you? Feeling my fingers pressing into your skull, causing you to bleed. My nails scraping the inside of your eye socket. Did it feel good for you? Well, that leaves me in a difficult position, doesn't it? If you're not swayed with pain, I have no other means by which to punish you when you've done wrong. Because the punishment I would normally give you, you would view it as a reward, wouldn't you? You sick, weak little human. Even a demon doesn't sink this low enough to feel loved when they're hurt. Perhaps that's how I can punish you. If you make another mistake, I'll tell everyone in the manor that you enjoy this. I'll let your filthy little secret slip. And then they'll all know. They'll know that you like when I hurt you. You don't want that, do you? Because once they know, all bets are off. They might even start hurting you themselves. Though I'm sure you wouldn't mind that very much, would you? You would probably enjoy it, wouldn't you? You really are the lowest of the low, aren't you? Although, perhaps it wasn't a mistake, me hiring you. You enjoy this, don't you? You don't mind being hurt? As I'm sure you've noticed, I tend to use physical discipline when teaching my servants a lesson. However, since they're demons, they rarely slip up. So when I get frustrated and need to release my anger, it causes another problem. Usually, I take my frustrations out on Hannah. I hit her. I beat her. Because she tries to steal attention from me. Claude's attention most of all. And I can't have that. However, she always accepts what I do to her. She always tells me that I'm free to strike her if it makes me happy. And that takes away all of the fun. But with you, you would accept it because you truly don't mind. And I could mock you relentlessly. You'd probably like that too, wouldn't you? Ah, truly pathetic indeed. How about you and I make this our little arrangement? Whenever I get frustrated, I can take it out on you. And then you'll be rewarded with the pain that I inflict upon you. You would like that, wouldn't you? Of course you would. In exchange, I won't tell anyone about your twisted interests. And you, my loyal pet, will do everything I ask of you. Do you understand? Very good. Now, clean up this blood, would you? It is yours, after all. And do be careful not to make more of a mess by bleeding onto the floor. If that were to happen, I'd have to punish you again. And I'm sure you don't want that, now do you? Do you? Later, pet, later. I should warn you, if you were to come to my room after cleaning that up, I would have to punish you, because you know you're not allowed in there. Oh, the things that I could do. I could break your fingers and your wrists because you dared to turn the doorknob. I could twist your ankles because you dared to step foot in my room. Or I could gouge out your other eye because you dared to look inside. The possibilities are endless. Do you understand what I'm saying, pet? Good. If you need me, I'll be in my office. Do make sure you don't leave any blood behind on that floor. I'd hate it if you were to slip and fall. That would be most unfortunate. It would take all of the fun out of me being the one to give you those bruises. Good luck. Remember what I said. You don't want to get in trouble, do you? Do you?